hey, hey.
Oh, hip, hip.
Is it hey, hey or hep, hip?
I don't know. In karaoke, it says hip, hip.
Hep, hep?
Hip, hip?
Or he, he?
I think it's hip, hip.
He, he.
Okay. It's creepy.
What do you think? Welcome to Late Listening. I'm Chris.
Jasmine.
And today we have a very special treat for you. We're going to talk about two songs.
Treat, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing, because usually we talk about one song or we do an album review.
Yeah, they share something common.
There's something in common between Weezer's Island in the Sun and...
I No Kotoba by Spitz.
Yes, the Japanese band Spitz, the song I No Kotoba. We're not going to be playing any of the songs on the show, so if you want to listen to the songs, please go ahead, take a listen, and meet us back here for our discussion.
Okay, so I got really hooked onto this song recently because I felt like listening to Spitz, and maybe you don't know who Spitz are. It's a Japanese band, and they were pretty big in 90s, but they sounded more like 70s. even from the 90s days, like when they were really popular, and I was a teen.
Sure.
Yeah, and
We should say that Spitz is a very big band in Japan, and they have sold like millions of records. Like, they're a very, very big
yeah.
band. Yeah.
Like as I said, like they don't do like the most popular like now trendy songs. They're a little like
They
like
have kind of a classic sound.
Yeah, their sound is like a sepia to me. Like it's a little older
Nostalgic kind of
sound.
Sure.
And sometimes I feel like listening to that kind of music, so I went to Spitz, and like I'm not the biggest fan of Spitz, so I don't know like many songs that they have done.
Yeah.
I haven't like listened to every album, so and then I found this song, and then when I have the favorite song, like I always like repeat, and I kind of go nuts.
And then it loses its magic.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, but sometimes you get stuck with one song and you just repeat it, and it's like, oh, I love it, and I don't. And then I was wondering why I like this song so much, and then I kind of found out that like I have this like same feeling with Weezer's song that's also my favorite song.
Mm-hmm. Island in the Sun from the Green Album.
I thought I liked Weezer when you played Island in the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
That song, I was like, ooh, I love this song. And then like every other song, like I don't like it. Like, okay, I don't like Weezer, I guess.
Yeah.
But I like this particular one song so much.
That seems to be a commonality for people who like Island in the Sun.
Oh, really?
That's on Spotify. It's their number one song by far.
Oh.
And a lot of people said, I don't really like Weezer, but I love this song. And when I looked it up, and I was thinking like, oh,
what?
you're
really?
you're not in the minority, I guess.
What? I wonder why. Yeah. Okay.
It's just it's not a very Weezer song, I guess. Yeah. Is really what it comes down to. Anyway.
Yeah.
So these two songs share some commonalities, even though one is sung in Japanese and it's kind of like a arpeggiated guitar. It has kind of a classic sound.
Yeah.
And then of course Weezer being the kind of 90s rock. I mean, they're both 90s rock bands.
Yeah.
But what is the deeper commonality that you found?
Yeah, in the chorus, I think they share pretty much the same chord progression.
Mm-hmm.
Different melodies, different music.
Yeah, they don't really sound the same.
But the chords progression is the same.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
So I was like, that's why I like these songs. Like, I like these chords, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's break down the chords on the piano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a chorus, just comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Weezer, the song Island in the Sun is like... It basically goes like this, I think. And they repeat throughout the song. This never changes.
Right.
except the bridge part. I think it's like that, and then like the chorus. So it's pretty much E minor and then A minor.
Yeah. E minor, A minor.
And then D, G, I think.
Yeah. Yet it tricks me because it sounds like such a kind of a happy, like lazy, peaceful song, but then it's a lot of minor chords.
Yeah, I know. Like at first, like I said, I like this because it's dark.
Yeah.
And then you were like, what dark?
Yeah. What's dark? Yeah, because it's island in the sun. It's like
Well,
when you're on a golden sea.
I know that. I guess that's why I liked it, because I like darker songs that use minor, right? Minor chords.
Minor chords,
Chords
yeah.
in minor.
Yeah, I mean E minor, A minor, D minor, and then G.
D.
It's really like, it's mostly minor.
Actually, I think D is major.
Oh, D's major.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's like half minor, but still.
Yeah, I think so. And then so the Spitz song is, I think it's slightly different. The second chord is slightly different, but very similar.
I like that where it goes down.
Oh, I think that's just my arrangement.
Oh, sorry. Well, I liked how it. Oh, sorry.
I didn't make it dramatic for Weezer.
No, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, this is again like E minor.
E minor, yeah.
Da, 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 and then like sevenths, it's a seventh,
Sure.
but
D major.
D major, yeah.
Seventh,
And then it resolves in G.
So even though it's major, it's still kind of dissonant because you got the seventh in there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The minor, and then the second is, I think, C minor, I think. Well, actually, these songs are not in the same
Key?
key. Yes, not in the same key.
Not in the same key.
Yeah, but if I translate it in the same key, then the chords share like
But
a lot share.
Sorry, this is a stupid question, but if the chords are basically the same, how are they in different keys?
Oh, because it can be arranged to like, in any keys. Any keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
just-
too stupid to figure out that kind of thing. I have no music theory.
I think Weezer was exactly this key,
Okay.
I believe. And then I think Spitz was a little, I forgot, it was higher or lower.
Oh, I see
think
what you
it
mean.
was,
Like one octave up or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not octave, but maybe one or,
One step up or something.
yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody has the favorite like movement, like chord progression.
Sure.
And then I mean, like, I still don't really know why I get attracted to this kind of movement. It's like if you base in like as in C as in one, then E minor would be 3. Like base of the chord would be like 3, 1, 2, and then G, so 5.
I see.
So I guess I like this 3, 1, 2, 5. Weezer 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2, 5. I feel like, again, I don't really know that this is like just like where your heart gets pulled in.
Yeah.
Like I think it's kind of fun to try to find like what kind of chord progression you get attracted to naturally.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say for
guess
myself.
so.
Like, I think this song sounds cool, but like what's
but
going on musically?
If you pull your favorite songs, there must be some commonalities.
Sure, sure.
Maybe I like these songs in this key, or this kind of movement. Like it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
interesting. Like if you put a different melody or different rhythm to it,
Yeah.
it just becomes a completely different song.
That's what I'm saying. Is I didn't hear the similarity.
Yeah, music is
not
so strange like that.
Yeah.
You know, so and then you can just create like infinity numbers of songs.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see these songs side by side.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't like explain really well about the keys and chords, like how you can translate it into like different keys.
That's okay.
That's
I'm still learning. I'm sure people out there might know or might look it up. I hope.
Yeah. I mean that's why. That any songs can be in any keys. That's why like when you go to karaoke, like you can set it to the different key usually, because a lot of singers are trained and then they have like such range of where they can sing, and usually it's higher than the amateur people like us, and it's hard. So I always just lower the keys and then sing. Yeah.
I think I was trying to sing a song in karaoke once, and then you lowered the key, and it confused me so much because it sounded completely different, and I was like, already I was struggling to sing it, and then I was like even more confused because I was like, now I just have like literally no idea what to do. But I love music. I have a gigantic music collection, and yet I still don't know fundamental things like, I mean, I understand a song is in the key of C or in the key of A minor or something. That dictates where the notes are and what fits together. But I don't really know about, like Weezer and Spitz have different keys, yet the chords are the same. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, we'll do our research and we'll make more videos, and someday we'll explain it to the people who have no idea like me. Okay. Both songs are incredibly catchy. I Know Kotoba, it really just sticks in my head.
Yeah.
And I guess that's one thing that I can say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that Weezer also shares. The Weezer song is also incredibly.
I was just gonna say, So
catchy.
this must be like his song chord progression.
I see.
I don't know. It may be.
If you want to write a hit song, just follow these simple chords.
Designed to speak to your heart. Yeah.
You too can sell 1 million records in Japan or the U.S.
You kind of like just grabs. Just like it's a little sad. It's sad. It's not really sad. It's not sappy sad, but like there's that hint of this like lonesome sadness. That's why, like, especially the Weezer song is like, hey, let's have fun on this island song. So the contrast is like really even makes it even sadder. Well, I feel like they know that this is not gonna last.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because as I looked up the lyrics, one thing that became clear to me is this is not necessarily a happy song, because all of the lyrics are possibilities. It's not reality.
Yeah, sure.
When you're on a holiday, you can't find the words to say all the things that come to you. I want to feel it too. I'm not feeling it, but I want to feel like you're feeling on a holiday. On an island in the sun, we will be playing and having fun.
That's
not
true.
We are
hypothetical.
Right. It's all
imagination.
It's all possibility. When you're on a golden sea, you don't need any memories. And then, of course, at the end, he says, "We'll never feel bad anymore." Which kind of hints that the narrator is feeling bad. And so, I mean, when I first heard "Island in the Sun," I was kind of like. So I have to be honest, the Green Album is by far, not my favorite Weezer record. I love the first two records. Weezer used to be my favorite band, and then they kind of just, I don't know what happened to that band, but this album, I like it okay, but I don't go back to it much.
Okay.
And when I first heard it, I was very confused by it. The lyrics really didn't speak to me at all. And Island in the Sun seemed like this very strange, like out-of-place song for Weezer to do. It's very much like a pop song, like not in the way that Weezer was kind of pop rock, but like, even they didn't go that far into pop before this.
It's just, did they have like a different producer for the song, or like, do you know?
Well, it's the guy from The Cars, the band The Cars, Rick Okasek. He's the one that produced this, but he produced
the whole album.
Okay. And I believe he produced their first record as well.
I just was wondering if this particular song has a
Different producer. No, no.
Yeah.
But over the years, I do have to say, over the years, I've come to terms with this album and this song. And I if I made a playlist of like drunken summer music, then I would put Island in the Sun on there because it's a nice song on a sunny day. You kick back and listen to the song.
And then get a little sad.
Yeah.
if you or me, like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because like at first you did say like this is like a fun song,
Well,
Like,
I mean,
to me it doesn't sound fun.
I always thought it was an easygoing like summer jam.
Yeah.
I never thought it had any darkness to it, but I appreciate you bringing that darkness in.
Yeah.
But I don't follow Weezer anymore. I don't consider myself a big Weezer fan anymore. But I still keep the Green album and I put it on sometimes. It's okay. Island in the Sun. It's all right.
Okay.
Words of Love.
Yes.
Should we?
I think you should have mentioned that.
I didn't even say. Here at the end of the video, I'd like to translate what I know Kotoba means. I know Kotoba means words of love.
Yes.
So the chorus of that song, Ima Kemuri no Naka de, up to I know Kotoba. If you find the lyric video, you can find the lyric video. It's in Japanese, but you can read the English letters. And he says, I mean, this is actually, there's so many different translations of this song, but basically, now I'll blend into the smoke as I keep searching for words of love. Even when we're hurting each other, even when we're healing each other, we're enveloped by words of love.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Is that how you would translate that? Because I've got more.
One thing that I thought was the blending into the smoke.
Yeah, this one says,
Smoke?
I'll blend into the smoke. Ima kemuri no naka de.
I'll blend in. Okay, I will blend in. Okay. To me, I took it as we are blending in. We're blending into the smoke. But,
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of thing. Like, Japanese language doesn't, like, the sentences often don't have a subject, which is, I know it sounds crazy. So, like, depending on the interpretation, you can say you or I or we.
Right.
Or they.
Right.
So you have to kind of decide when you're translating into English.
Yes. I have 3 translations
Okay.
of this same song, of the same lyrics.
Does any of that says we are blending in?
Yes. So ChatGPT gave me a good one. I asked it to translate in a slightly poetic yet simple English, and it said, "Now wrapped in smoke, we keep searching for the words of love, words that hold our wounds, our healing, everything."
Wrapping is, yeah. Wrapped is kind of weird. Yeah, blending in is what it is.
Okay. And then there was somebody on a website, it was like this lady, I think it was Meg's jpoplyrics.com or something, some blog. Anyway, she said, "Now as I melt into the smoke, I'll continue to search for them, words of love. Hurting and being made fun of are wrapped up in them, words of love." So again, this is the I, not the we.
Yeah, right. Hurting and being made fun of.
Yeah.
Hey.
But
that's interesting.
Yeah, I like, I mean, I'm not trying to...
I don't know if anybody cares about translation.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, this actually, I have to mention that.
Please go ahead.
傷つくことも舐め合うことも meaning like being hard, and then I'm kind of surprised that a lot of those like saying healing each other. I don't take it like that. Because in the expression we say. Literally, we say licking each other's wounds.
It did say licking.
Licking,
it did say licking,
So it's like animal licking the wounds to heal.
Yeah.
But that actually meaning it's like a pathetic relationship. It has a connotation of not real healing, but like, they're just like licking each other's wounds, meaning that they're kind of like, playing the little violin kind of thing.
Okay, like
comforting each other
in a
pathetic way.
Pathetic situation. Okay, I see. That's
so
interesting.
Yeah, so he doesn't say that he doesn't use that expression directly, but I think that's what he put in.
Oh, okay.
Being hard and licking the wounds each other.
Mm-hmm. It sounds kind of.
So, but everything he's embracing with the word of love.
Right. I see. Okay, let me talk about the confusing part, and then I'll talk about my favorite part.
Okay.
The confusing part. There's this. Let's see. Is it the the pre-chorus, maybe. I think it's the pre-chorus. I wrote down, I'm going down the same road that I saw a long time ago.
Yeah.
In a movie of or from a country that used to be there, blowing in the lukewarm wind or breeze. But in ChatGPT it said, we walk a road that feels like something out of an old movie from a forgotten country, a lukewarm breeze brushing against us. And then the Meg's translation, I'll walk down a road which seems as if I'd seen it once in a movie about some ancient land. I'm blown about by a tepid wind. So my question is, what is the... I mean, obviously someone is going down a road, but the road is from a movie, and the movie shows a country or is from a country that no longer exists or has been forgotten? Is that... I mean, help me out here. How would you interpret that?
Yeah. He is going on the road that seems familiar, and that he has seen in a movie from a country that used to be there. So I guess you can say forgotten or ancient, I guess.
Yeah.
But literal translation would be the country that existed before, long time ago.
Yeah, that's why I wrote, in a movie from a country that used to be there. But then, ChatGPT said, like, forgotten country. And then, so let me talk about my favorite lyrics of the song. We find relief in talking about useless things. That stupidity is a treasure worth more than anything. That was my translation. Another common translation was, we find comfort in silly talk. But either way, it said, like, the foolishness is a treasure worth more than anything.
Yes.
And I love the fact, because when you're young and you're hanging out with your friends or your girlfriend or whatever, it's those stupid conversations that you kind of forget. But it's like, that's what keeps you going, and that's what friends are for. It's like having like dumb conversations about nothing and just enjoying your time. And that's the treasure of I think being young.
I think he probably meant like this sincerely and also ironically.
Okay.
Maybe both. I can see.
How is that possible? Sincerely ironic. Ironically sincere. That's Japanese right there.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I think he's trying to find a place to be in this world.
I see.
Like somehow blending into this like uncertainty. And just trying to find something to hang on to, like hope or love or something,
Yeah. There's so many questions that I have about this, but I don't want to make this video like an hour long.
Yeah.
The thing I want to ask you about is the very last verse. DeepL, the translation site DeepL, said, I can see God spilling out of the clouds, which I thought was really awesome. But the way I translated it with Google Translate and others... as I fall through the clouds, I can see God's.
Who?
The threads on our hearts are about to snap as we keep embracing each other tightly.
Who is falling out of the clouds?
The narrator. But then the DeepL said, I can see God spilling out of the clouds. And then ChatGPT said, through the gaps in the clouds, we catch glimpses of God's falling down.
Yeah, falling down, yeah.
Which is also really awesome.
Spilling out and falling out, like what's the difference?
Like, through the gaps in the clouds, we catch glimpses of gods falling down, so there would be some gods dropping out of the clouds.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
But I can see gods spilling out of the clouds is like so many.
Yeah.
You'd have like Japan has so many gods, like the Shinto pantheon.
Yes.
And you would have all of them would be like literally like tumbling down.
Yeah.
As opposed to a few, maybe I would take it as a few or some are falling.
Yeah, that's the image I got too.
Spilling out.
The gods are spilling out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really awesome. So it's not, the narrator is not falling through the clouds.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. That's interesting. So I had that wrong.
You can, like, again, you can take it that way, like, but I didn't realize, like, oh, that's true, yeah. But yeah, because, it's always so gray.
Where? Oh, the only other note that I had actually was just, his voice is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, he, I feel like, I'm sorry to all the Weezer fans out there, but I feel like Rivers Cuomo and also the singer of Spitz, like, neither of them can really sing. You know? And I know some people might say Rivers Cuomo's a good singer. I don't think he's a good singer. And I'm a guy who likes, Tom Waits or Kurt Cobain's voice. But I think Island in the Sun really shows his limited vocal ability because he's in my opinion he's actually struggling to sing that song sometimes.
Like there's some lower the key.
There's some flat notes in there I feel like, but also the Spitz guy, like he's ostensibly a good singer, but his voice has this weird quality that like maybe it's because they put him kind of back in the mix.
I don't know. I always wondered that.
But he has this like
his voice is very unique sounding.
It's a really unique voice,
yes.
and I couldn't really tell if he was really a good singer or if he was also kind of struggling like with the higher, like the chorus, and he goes like so high.
Yeah.
And he keeps going higher and higher, and it sounds like his voice is about ready to kind of break.
Yeah. I never thought he was a good singer.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of his voice either, but I can see Spitz fans, like if you like his voice, I think you like all the songs.
Sure. Yeah, I just had never heard someone sing like that before.
Yeah, you can immediately tell that's him.
Yeah, it's kind of like back when we did the Modest Mouse video. It's like, nobody sings like that guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that hate the Modest Mouse vocals. Because it's like, you encounter this voice that you're just like, oh, that can be a voice?
Yeah.
Like, you can sing with that voice?
Yeah.
So anyway. I gotta say, I don't really like J-pop. I live in Japan, but I don't like J-pop. It's a burden to bear. But I do like guitar-based J-pop to a degree, like Spitz or The Pillows or
that's what you found out.
Yeah, I think Bees and those kind of guys that are more like when you can hear the instruments. I don't like the idols. I don't like the I really don't like the real pop J-pop. But like Lindbergh or some of the older
Oh, you like bands?
I like J-pop bands, I guess.
In any country.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can recommend I Know Kotoba more than I can recommend Island in the Sun. Actually, Island in the Sun doesn't need to be recommended anymore. It's already the #1 freaking Weezer song.
Yeah.
It's fine. It has enough attention.
Yeah, both good.
Yeah, but again, it's a good summer song.
Dark Horse.
On our horribly rainy day.
Yes.
On our island in the storm.
Yep. Okay.
Hip hip.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed and you like these songs, and we'll welcome any comments, questions.
Yeah, if you've never heard I Know Kotoba by Spitz, check it out. It's a pretty cool song. And we'll see you next time.